Being grateful is a way to stop arguing with what is and remain in a place of inner happiness. When you complain, you essentially poison your state of being with unhappiness. Your egoic mind associates victimization with sadness. The subconscious makes the case that I have the right to be unhappy because I have been wronged, and maybe you have been wronged. You know, I don't know how many times during my own lifespan I've been caught up feeling like I have the right to be sad and angry because people did me wrong. But it doesn't matter how much I feel that way. That feeling doesn't strengthen my mental and spiritual well-being. It doesn't benefit me at all. On the other hand, when you remain in a state of gratitude, you refuse to give in to the feelings of being a victim. It's there that you will experience inner and contagious happiness that, quite frankly, paves the way for good things to happen in your life. Not always, but I would suggest that many good things will happen because of gratitude. Let me give you an example. Many years ago, I was traveling from Amsterdam to Los Angeles. Arriving early at the airport in Amsterdam, I asked the check-in staff if I could use my points to upgrade to a flatbed seat in premier business class. The representative assured me that it was possible, but I would need to visit the sales office in another section of the airport, which was quite a walk. So I went there and I was yet again referred to another sales office on the gate side of the terminal. And passing through security, I arrived there about 20 minutes later. After a wait in line, I finally sat down with the representative and again asked if I could purchase an upgrade using my points. She told me 2 seats remained and that I could purchase one of those seats for, if I remember correctly, around 30,000 points and 500 euros. I told her to go ahead, and a few minutes passed while she was busy speaking to someone on the phone. Then she asked me for my credit card and the frequent flyer account to charge for the upgrade. A few more minutes went by, and now she looked at me with a hint of distress and said, "I am so sorry, sir, but someone else just purchased the last 2 business premier class seats." Now, my mind could have easily raced toward the injustice of this situation. I had experienced one delay after another by what appeared to be an inattentive staff. Besides, I enjoy my quote-unquote special status as a premium, platinum frequent flyer and a million-mile flyer. Now, I had to suffer the consequences of stuffing what my 6'5" frame into small economy seat because I couldn't get upgrade because of the reasons and that didn't make sense to me. So I had, in my mind, had the right to be outrageous because they had mishandled the situation. But rather than complaining, which was a good thing, because I knew it would strengthen my victim role, I expressed gratitude to the sales agent, who was already apologizing profusely. I told her not to worry about it and reach out to shake her hand in appreciation. Again, she said how sorry she was, but unfortunately, there was no more flatbed seats available on the flight. I felt her genuine embarrassment and identified with it. I really felt for her, so I sincerely wished her all the best and walked away in quite an unusual state of calm. I realized that my level of comfort on the plane might be affected, but my happiness does not depend upon which seat I occupy. About 30 minutes later, I arrived at the gate. As the flight was boarding, I suddenly heard my name called to the gate desk. Approaching the counter, the woman working at the desk handed me a new boarding pass for the premier business class section. Moments later, I was enjoying a flatbed seat without paying anything extra or using any of my frequent flyer points. Traveling 40,000 feet above the ground, I had the opportunity to reflect on the disadvantages of complaining and the benefits of gratefulness. I'm sure if I had complained, the sales agent would not have sought to pull any favors for me. But by accepting reality for what it is with an attitude of thankfulness, I believe a portal of unexpected blessings and favor had opened up. I got to enjoy greater comfort for the 11-hour flight. You see, when we remain in gratitude, we remain aware of love, where things have a way of working together for good. Even if I had not got an upgrade, the 11-hour flight would have been more enjoyable than sitting stewing about the quote-unquote injustice of it all. While the ego is never content with now and thus complains, gratitude is in fact the language of love that keeps you at peace with what is. So express heartfelt gratitude for life the next time something or someone attempts to steal your joy. A continued attitude of gratitude will shift your state of being away from the pursuits of the ego, the trauma of the moment, and the feelings of insecurity and fear. Your focus will instead turn toward the beauty and the generosity of life and the surpassing love and peace that is somehow woven into the very fabric of the universe.